a Chinese billionaire. Now, keep in mind, if you are a billionaire in China, you are a billionaire and you are not in prison by virtue of your obedience to President Xi and the Chinese regime. China does not brook dissent. They do not allow dissent. I mean, just look at what happened in Hong Kong. And so this guy, his name is Justin Sun. He's a Chinese billionaire. And he was apparently looking for ways to get in tight with Donald Trump. So Donald Trump had this financial that he just started with his sons. And they wanted to sell $300 million worth of crypto tokens, known as WLF, World Financial, which would value the new company at $1.5 billion. So Trump would instantly become a real billionaire. And but it was failing. They had only sold $22 million worth of tokens, and their incorporation papers said that $30 million of net protocol revenues will be held in reserve to cover operating expenses, indemnities, and obligations until that reserve is met. In other words, the reserve is $30 million. So they had only sold $22 million worth of tokens, so they didn't have the $30 billion, so they couldn't basically do business, at least in the way Trump wanted to. So Sun comes in and he buys $30 million worth of these tokens, and suddenly Trump's company is worth $1 billion. It covers the entire reserve, and Trump is entitled to 75% of all revenues on tokens purchased in the past, which means Sun's purchase just gave Trump $18 million, and 75% of all revenues from tokens going forward. Now, the tokens are non-transferable and locked indefinitely in a wallet or smart contract until such they are unlocked through protocol governance procedures in a fashion that does not contravene applicable law. In other words, basically, you're buying electronic collectibles. This is like dolls or something, only they're electronic. And but here we've got a foreign national who is a billionaire by virtue of the approval of the Chinese Communist Party, handing Donald Trump $18 million and elevating his company from being basically worthless to being worth something like $1.5 billion. Sun may have an agenda here, Justin Sun. He is currently being sued by the Securities and Exchange Commission here in the United States. And its chairman, Gary Gensler, oversaw that lawsuit. He's being sued for basically what looks to me like a pump and dump scheme. This is from the SEC lawsuit. He was accused of, quote, fraudulently manipulating the secondary market for crypto tokens through extensive wash trading. What is wash trading? Like I said, it sounds to me like pump and dump here. This is the description from the lawsuit against Sun. Quote, the simultaneous or near simultaneous purchase and sale of a security to make it appear actively traded without an actual change in beneficial ownership. So he's buying and selling his own stuff to make it look like everybody's buying his stuff, right? And that litigation is ongoing, but when Trump takes office, there will be a new Securities and Exchange Commission commissioner, and Justin Sun may just see all those charges against him go away in exchange for his $30 million investment in Donald Trump's company. Ain't oligarchy wonderful? Not only is not only the Chinese Communist Party and their billionaire agent just make Trump $1 billion richer, but looks like they're going to get the charges dropped against them too. Sweet. 15 minutes past the hour.